Manufacturing holds the key. For many years, the UK manufacturing industry has been at the heart of a balanced economy, serving the needs and requirements of industries and sectors, both nationally and internationally. Britain's strength as a prosperous trading nation over the past 3 centuries was built on manufacturing. Looking forward, a thriving modern manufacturing sector is central to the future success of the British economy. Over the next 30 minutes, the programme Manufacturing Holds the Key will identify key factors that have played a crucial role in the rejuvenation of the UK manufacturing sector.
We provide precision sheet metal fabrications for the electronic industry. We predominantly work on fine limit, close tolerance work. Fabrication can come under many means of design, right way through to ducting, but it's the electronic side that we concentrate on.
We offer an end-to-end service in the provision of electronic products and devices. At one extreme, we will manufacture bare printed circuit boards to a client's own design, with the intention of improving the service and reducing cost for the customer. At the other end of the spectrum, we offer a complete integrated service, which is increasingly involving the design and provision of the outer enclosures, the assembled product, software development, testing, really the whole delivery of the product to market. In some cases, our clients place orders with us and never see the finished product, and we ship direct to customer for them. So the whole package is evolving with the service levels.
A brief history of the organisation is that for 25 years we've been helping customers find solutions to issues surrounding hand assembly in manufacturing. We have 2 main products. One is called Mascot, and that is for the hand assembly of printed circuit boards, handling through-hole components and odd-form components. There's an awful lot of hand assembly still involved in printed circuit board production, and a lot of those customers asked us whether we could possibly find a solution to the issues they had surrounding product assembly. After they'd got their circuit board, they needed to integrate it into a final product, and so for 5 years or so we developed a system called Sigma, which is for product hand assembly.
Belgravium Technologies plc are a UK-based company listed on the London Stock Exchange. There are 3 divisions within Belgravium Technologies. Belgravium itself, who came to life in 1982, designing and manufacturing mobile computer terminals, predominantly for the logistics industry. About 5 years ago, we bought Touchstar. Touchstar, a very similar company, designing, manufacturing mobile computers, but this time for a sector of the logistics market in fuel delivery. And they have a lot of skills in terms of being able to develop hardware for explosive environments, as you'd probably find in the fuel delivery market. At the same time, we acquired Novo. Novo are a company who provide point-of-sale solutions using the Touchstar hardware to the airlines market. So you might find our terminals on board aeroplanes, on board trains, when you're buying your duty-free goods or your sandwiches.
British manufacturing is well placed to succeed in the 21st century economy, with global connections providing ready access to global markets. A flexible labour force and light-touch regulatory environment enabling quicker and more informed responses to changing demand.
Manufacturing is so important to the British labour market due to the fact that here we are a small company, but we employ 40 people, all living within a 20-mile radius of this business. Now, these guys wouldn't be bankers or insurance guys. They work with their hands and produce a good product. They have good skills, and this is just a small example of many, many businesses in this area.
it's vital to the UK economy that we have a strong and vibrant manufacturing industry. As an island nation, we have finite natural resources, and our gross domestic product has to come from value-added activities and services. Manufacturing is one of the few key areas that generates true growth and revenue within the UK.
I think it's very important for the UK to have a strong and vibrant manufacturing industry. I don't believe myself that relying on service-orientated industries for our major industry within the UK is sustainable. We need to have exports. We can't export our service industry as effectively as we could if we were manufacturing and producing products and distributing those around the world.
To encourage growth in the manufacturing industry, I think we almost need a cultural change in the UK to embrace engineering, to promote it as a really good career for young people to get involved in. The root of the word engineer is the same as the root of the word ingenious. Engineers find ingenious solutions to problems. With youth unemployment at the rate it is at today, I think manufacturing could provide a lot of answers for our current problems.
Manufacturers need to keep one step ahead of the competition through offering value-added or niche products to customers.
We've identified a niche for the business that does make us a little bit different from most of the established electronics industry, in that we're offering a complete service. Historically, we would have produced printed circuit boards with or without the components on them for a client. Increasingly now we've gone from producing the bare boards or assembled boards into the provision of a complete product, and that can take the form of input into the styling of a product, as in this case, a valve assembly, the provision of the plastic enclosures, and integrating the electronics within the packaging. There are some significant benefits to our customers in doing this, and also from a manufacturing point of view, particularly in the involvement of the plastics design or metal design early in the process means that we can take cost out and build for manufacture. We can put features into the designs that reduce variations in the build, for example, and make the build process more accurate and more consistent, which obviously has a benefit both to customer and to us in the speed of our response.
In the last 5 or 6 years, Belgravium has started to focus on niche markets where others fear to tread. Since the acquisition of Touchstar and Novo, we've moved into supplying mobile computers for use in hazardous areas such as fuel forecourts. Novo supply electronics equipment into the airline markets, which is suitable for use on board the aircraft throughout their journey. So both these niche markets are absolutely key to Belgravium's growth.
I think that it is important for companies to create a niche in the industry which they work in. For Robitas, 25 years ago there were other competition in the marketplace who were selling systems which helped hand assembly. However, we found that our competitors moved into different areas such as fully automated assembly systems, whereas Robitas recognised that there will always be a need for hand assembly. So we have made a strategic decision to stay in the hand assembly area and to become specialists in hand assembly. And as a result, we have very few competitors in our marketplace.
The need to have a niche in the manufacturing area that we deal with is very, very important to us. If we can show our customers and potential customers the services that we can supply right the way through from prototype to manufacturing, and keeping that relationship going in the meantime is our ultimate goal.
Innovation whether it be through investing in R&D to develop new products or process technologies, or improving back office or sales and marketing operations, must be in line with company strategy and ensure business needs are met.
Research and development is a key part of the evolution process for manufacturing industry. Solutions to problems may come from within the current industry or from other industries, and it's important that manufacturing companies should be aware of innovations as well as developing in some cases their own solutions to problems without reinventing the wheel in many cases.
Belgravium is a technology company, so R&D is absolutely critical to our function. My job as the Group Operations Director is to have a full and complete understanding of the markets we operate in. Also to have a very, very clear understanding of the new emerging technologies coming up through the electronics industry, and combine that with the data collection technologies such as barcoding and RFID. Put all this information together to bring to the market an innovative solution to cope with the issues and needs of our target markets.
The importance of research and development in the manufacturing industry in our field is the fact that customers in the electronics are becoming smaller and smaller with the products they're using, i.e. components. This in turn means that those components have to be centred and put into a fabricated unit, which becomes tighter and tighter and a lot more accurate. So this is where we can help in designing those parts to accommodate new technology.
It is clear to see the manufacturing industry, after a prolonged period in decline, is now experiencing a progressive recovery that many believe is now sustainable for many years to come.
Senior people have stated that manufacturing in the UK is in decline, but I tend to disagree. We've been going since 1974 and we've grown during that period, more to our endeavour of producing good sheet metal parts for a varied field of customers. Our current customer spread is probably about 200 and 250 customers. So there is a need in the UK for manufacturing.
It would be pointless to argue that the decline in the manufacturing base in the UK hasn't caused us a number of problems. The skills, the resource and the cost that we are faced with in terms of producing in the UK has hit us very hard.
It has been said that the manufacturing industry in the United Kingdom is in terminal decline. I don't share that view. I think markets evolve, and those companies that are prepared and able to evolve with it will survive. And if the companies don't evolve with the marketplace, then they will perceive the market to be in decline. Those companies that survive will be the ones that change their offerings and grow with the changes in the marketplace.
Some people say that British manufacturing is in terminal decline. I think that's completely wrong. We are the 7th biggest manufacturing economy in the world. British manufacturing is currently at a 16-year high. All the companies I talk to are really, really busy at the moment. We're very good at innovation in the UK. Companies like Dyson, Rolls-Royce, Vertu. We've long been a centre of engineering excellence, and I think we will continue to do so for a long time. Engineering's a really good career. It's good fun.
Understanding the importance of supply chain management is another crucial element to manufacturing companies and has been a key area of development over the past few years to ensure clients' needs and requirements are always being met.
important to ensure that you always meet the needs and the expectations of your customers. And for us to be able to do this, we work very closely with the industrial engineers and the production engineers within the company, our customer's company, to listen to them carefully and find out about their frustrations and their exact needs. And then from that, we will be able to develop a system which will actually deliver and solve the problems which they currently have.
We ensure that we're keeping up with the needs and requirements of our customers by regular contact, customer satisfaction surveys that we do every 9 months, and getting involved with the customer, be it a new customer, at the very early days with meetings set up to understand their requirements. Every customer is different. They all want slightly different angles of supply, and it's up to us to find that out right from the start.
It's extremely important to Belgravium as a supplier of mobile computers to ensure that we've got the right product at the right time for our target marketplace. It's a very, very fast-moving market. The way we actually make sure we're up to date is to let our development engineers engage directly with our clients so they can have a full and complete understanding of their needs, whether it be software or the hardware, and indeed obviously the service support that goes beyond the installation.
It's absolutely imperative that as a manufacturing company and a service provider that we meet the needs of our customers and clients, and these are evolving all the time. To do this, we have a very open culture. We actively encourage our clients and suppliers to visit us, and we make regular contacts at our clients' facilities. So close dialogue is key so that we can stay in tune with the changes in their requirements. And also it allows us to offer solutions and innovative ideas based on their current issues.
The search for operational excellence is ongoing, and many firms are moving towards lean manufacturing methodologies to achieve best performance. Effective innovation in the UK manufacturing industry is key to succeeding in a competitive market.
It's absolutely imperative that companies, particularly those involved in electronics or engineering type products, invest and pursue new technologies as we need to evolve with the marketplace. Failure to evolve through the use of technology and innovation will make our offerings less relevant, and in order to stay in business you have to evolve with the marketplace and offer the products and services that the marketplace requires.
Robitas have always used innovative ways of developing our product range, and we've always found that the best way to do this is to actually listen to our customers and find out exactly what their needs are, and work in partnership with them to find the correct solution to that problem. And then we often find that other customers have that same problem, so therefore we have a solution to that problem which we've established with one of our previous customers. In order to develop Sigma, we actually used Sigma to offer the correct work instructions and the right parts at the right time to build our own Robitas products. And that way it was a way of documenting the build process for our Robitas products. And that was a great way of testing that Sigma was actually working correctly and to develop the product. And as a result now we are able to build our own products using Sigma.
The need for an innovative approach across the manufacturing industry is important. This is due to the fact that if you don't reinvest in technology, you will fall behind. We here find that the computerization side is an area that saves a lot of time and money due to the speed. Certainly on the CAD/CAM facility, we invest heavily on the rebranding and keeping up with upgrades, so we have right on the top of technology in that sense.
As a supplier of innovative IT solutions, Belgravium's mission is to try and encourage the adoption of new technology across the entire business spectrum. A good example of this is a company called NGF, who've adopted RFID, which is effectively an electronic barcode tag, to help them in their manufacturing process, where it's absolutely critical that they get the right product into the right production line. The consequence of not doing so means that they might have catastrophic failures in their systems further down the line. The ability of RFID to identify the product that's going into the production without line of sight, without being able to see a barcode, but electronically engaging with it is absolutely crucial to this innovative solution for them.
Through business investment, ideas, innovation, and export-led growth, UK manufacturing has an opportunity to help drive the recovery and create a strong industrial base for future years, benefiting not only the manufacturing sectors, but also the wider services and knowledge-based economy.
Belgravium actually manufacture in the UK, and this has helped us through the recession because we can be fairly flexible with our suppliers, ordering in smaller batches and ordering in shorter timescales, and they've been very supportive of us throughout this period.
The impact the recession's had on the manufacturing industry in our area and field has been quite noticeable. A year and a half ago, we saw an immediate drop of turnover of up to 30%. It's very difficult times, but my main goal was the fact that we knew we had done nothing wrong as a company. So our main goal to see us through that period was not to make redundancies and keep the skill base that we had, but see through the downturn in turnover. And certainly now, 2 years on, we're now starting to see this industry pick up and requirements start to grow again to the levels we were 2-3 years ago.
I think that the recent recession has had an impact on the manufacturing industry, but what you'll find is that the companies which have survived this recent recession are the companies that know that it was essential to remain lean in their working approach. However, the companies which have survived this recession, I think that it's evident that we've definitely turned a corner, because when we speak with other manufacturing companies, they've got more work now than they've had in a long time. So I think that we've really turned a corner now.
The recession has had a major impact on the manufacturing industry. About 1.5–2 years ago, the recession saw many of the traditional order streams dry up as clients consumed stocks and ran stock levels down rather than placing new orders, and this had a knock-on effect through the manufacturing process. They did this to release cash tied up in their stocks, but of course this then affected the order books of many of the companies in the supply chain. On top of this, we saw the financial crisis that has led to industries, particularly in the small and medium-sized band, finding it difficult to, pretty much impossible, to raise external finance for business growth and innovation. The funding that was available usually came with, in some cases, prohibitive requirements for personal guarantees or other forms of security. And finally, many of the quite useful services that were provided, like the business links and other help to small to medium-sized enterprises, have either dried up completely or are in the final throes of being closed, and access to funding through those is becoming increasingly difficult. So there have been a number of factors that have had a major impact on the UK manufacturing industry.
The industry, right across the board, has had to take a good, hard look at itself. And now we're seeing the green shoots of recovery in line with a growing and balanced UK economy.
I'm pretty confident on manufacturing in the next few years within the UK due to the fact that we've come through, which is the world's toughest recession, and manufacturing is still pulling through. We've seen our sales, a 30% decrease in our turnover, coming back, and with new customers looking at other suppliers, we are really at the point now where we are looking to the right customers and show them what we can offer them.
If we are to uphold our position in manufacturing in the UK and indeed grow the manufacturing sector, perhaps government support for things like engineering apprenticeships should be supported.
I'm confident that there will be an ongoing requirement for products and services from the manufacturing industry in the next few years. But I'm also confident that the products and services of today won't be relevant in many cases to the needs of the marketplace in a relatively small period of time. Those companies and service providers that evolve and seek to evolve with the changes in the marketplace will do well and will continue to manufacture, particularly as the cost of seeking products from abroad increases, and with the effects of quality issues from overseas manufacture in some cases not meeting the requirements in the domestic market. But unfortunately, those companies that don't evolve with the changes in the marketplace won't evolve with it and won't survive with it.
I think generally we're fairly optimistic about the future prospects for manufacturing at the level the country is operating at the moment. But if we're actually going to grow the manufacturing capabilities within the UK, we need a government who's going to put their weight behind that initiative. We need a government who really understands what manufacturing is and what that can bring to the country, to engage with it and ensure that we have the development in our younger people of the skills and, of course, the infrastructure that will allow us to be competitive on the world market.